Hello everybody, welcome back to Colouring in Time with Thea and baby Esther. Today we're looking at two declarations in one go because they're side by side and they're very similar. They are, I am enough just as I am, and I am free from comparing myself to others. So hopefully you can find this page in your book where there's a boy on one side and a girl on the other side, and there are all sorts of different things around them which represent some of the things that we might compare ourselves to others about. So for example, on the girl's side, there's a girl and a girl playing tennis in the top, girl doing her work down in the bottom, a girl who's gone shopping, a girl who's looking at herself in the mirror, and then at the top in the corner you'll see a girl who's on her iPad scrolling through social media. And the temptation with all of those things is to think about ourselves in comparison to other people. So is somebody better at sport than me? Are they prettier than me? Are they funnier than me? Have they got more friends than me? Have they got nicer clothes than me? And this declaration says, I am enough just as I am, regardless of what clothes I've got, how pretty I think I am, what grades I get at school. Jesus just loves you. He loves you, he loves you, he loves you just as you are. And when we give our lives to Jesus and put our trust in him, say, Jesus, come into my life, then he also gives us a brand new start. And he gave Jesus to die on the cross in our place. And when Jesus died, it's like he paid all of the penalties that we deserve, that makes us perfect before God. So we don't need to win on all of these other fronts in order to be okay with God. We don't need to be the best at sport in order for God to love us. We don't need to be the cleverest at school in order for God to love us. We don't have to be the prettiest or the funniest. God says, do you know what? You are enough just as you are. I love you just as you are. And I sent Jesus, my son, to die in your place so that I can look at you forgiven and perfect and holy and blameless. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And maybe talk about it more with your mum or your dad, whoever's around, because they might be able to help unpack what that means a bit more. On this side, we've also got a little boy. And similarly, there's someone playing football in the corner, there's a sports trophy, there's money, there's a car, there's some games consoles, there's a computer, all of these different things where you might think, oh, I wish I was at my friend's house for lockdown. They have got way better Nintendo games than me. Or I wish I was at somebody else's house. They've got a way bigger garden and some really good football goals, and I'm stuck inside with only my sofa to work as goals. And that is where comparison is so rubbish. When you start comparing yourself to others, you usually end up feeling rubbish about yourself, or you think that you're so great and everyone else is rubbish. Neither of those are very helpful. Humility, we want to be humble, and to be truly humble is to not think of anyone else as any better or any worse than you. And when we're prideful, we think, oh, everyone else is rubbish. And when we've kind of got really low self-confidence, then we think, oh, everyone else is better than me. And we can be tempted to feel sorry for ourselves, which is a real waste of time. So I am free from comparing myself to others. I love a verse in Hebrews 12, verse 2, says that since we're surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, that means everyone who's in heaven cheering us on, let us run our race and throw off everything that entangles and the sin that hinders us, and let us run our race with perseverance. And that is what I think of when I think of being free from comparison. Being free from looking at what everyone's doing on the left and looking at what everyone's doing on the right and wasting our time looking to the left and right. Throw those things off and run your race. Run towards Jesus with everything you've got, not wasting your time thinking about what everyone else is doing, because everyone is different. God has got a different plan for the people around you than he does for you. All you need to do is to seek him with your whole heart. Run wholeheartedly towards him. Give him your heart. Give him your life. Spend time with him, and he will make you the most shining version of you could be. Not needing to look like somebody else, but you being you, fully awesome. Bye-bye. Oh, also, this one, you'll notice I did some gel pens and some colouring pencil. That worked really well for me because it makes some bits pop out in a really fun way. So keep letting me know how you get on with your colouring. Please send me any of your colouring in pictures, because I'm sure you're doing a really beautiful job colouring and I want to see what you're getting up to.